Hello to the Ultimate Racing League. This is round one, race two then, of our BMW VGT Cup. So let's get to the grid. This is reversed grid from the finishing positions from race one. So Molson in pole position, Chuck in second, Ginger in third, Rodders fourth, Unforgiven fifth, Jerry sixth, Chand in seventh, Thomas eighth, Paul in ninth, and Wadru in 10th. All with the exception of Thomas are running mediums in his first 10 minutes. This is another thing that's the same as last season. 10 minutes you've got to be running at least on the mediums on race two, so everyone seems to be getting him out of the way early doors except Thomas, who's going with the soft for this first stint. So let's see how he progresses with those. So let's get to the race. So Molson's going to lead him off. Should be off any second. Revs are up. And away we go. Molson then, taking him away. Chuck in second. Ginger going up the inside in third, or in the middle in third. So it's three abreast going up here into turn one. Something's going to happen here for sure. Ginger, he's going to run wide, is he? He's well wide. He's going to ride out. Oh, he'd actually done quite well in the end, but did lose some spots, quite a few spots actually, but did well to actually keep that on track. So, Ginger then, back to 7th. Rodders got through, Thomas got through, Unforgiven got through, and Molson taking up the challenge up top, but no, he made a little mistake too and drops back down, so Molson temporarily was up in front, drops back down to 7th then. So, two of the top runners, Ginger and Molson both making small errors here, early doors. That's allowed Wadru through from the back of the pack. So Wadru up to 6th already. From the back, Jerry 7th. Paul has got himself up to 8th. And then Ginger and Molson, the two who's made the mistakes, at the back of the pack there. How easy these things switch round. But it only takes an error like that. Anyway, back up top then, Chuck then, leading him away. Thomas fighting with him though. Thomas has got himself right up into second, but then he is on the softs, remember, so Thomas is going to have a little bit more pace on those tyres, obviously, and he pulls out, goes on the inside, he's going to get the lead, is he, Thomas? He is, there he goes. So Thomas then takes up the lead. We'll see how he pulls away now with no softs. Going to be a battle for the rest on the mediums. It's going to be when they decide to come in. As I say, got to run 10 minutes at least on the mediums in race two. So Thomas then heading away in front. Chuck trying to stick with him in vain with those tyres, but doing well anyway after not a great race one by his own standards. Hits the wall a little bit there, but that's going to allow Unforgiven to go on the back of him, and in fact Unforgiven might actually take him downhill. Turn one, he will, and he does. Or does he? No, Chuck keeps the hammer down. Yeah, good driving there, you two. So Chuck then, he wasn't going to give Unforgiven that place, was he? He's in his rights not to, he doesn't have to do anything. But there he is though, Unforgiven though, under a lot of pressure now is Chuck from Unforgiven. Unforgiven switches back, gets on the inside, but he's going to be on the outside, or... Oh no, he has got there, so Unforgiven. Yes, he does get there just ahead of Chuck, so good move from Unforgiven. Now, get through this tricky little section that unsettles the cars, as I said. Chuck in third, then drops down to third, Wadru slowly making his way through. It's up to 4th now, with Chand going with him in 5th. And then a little battle from Jerry and Rodders yet again, these two, like in race one, having their own little battle. Rodders getting the better of Jerry at the moment. So Rodders in 6th, Jerry 7th. Paul trying to chase them down in 8th. Got a whole heap of cars in front of him. If he can get onto the back of those, he's going to get a bit of slip as well. Molson, he's got past Ginger, he's got himself up to 9th. I think Ginger must have made a mistake. Ginger at the back there in 10th, because he was ahead of Molson. Let's just go back to that big gaggle of cars, and right as I go to them, Chuck, under pressure from Wadru. Unforgiven's got himself to second, so Unforgiven's got through. Chuck's dropped down to third. Wadru fourth. Ice Chan right on the back of Wadru in fifth. Oh, what a great battle this is for these cars. About 5 cars in the mix here, 4 cars even. Rodders he fancies a bit too. He's trying to get onto the back of them. Oh, and lose that. That was Chuck again, I think, just grazing the walls. Some sparks flew. So Chuck is going to lose third place here to Wadru, I fancy. Although having said that, Chuck got round the outside of Unforgiven. No, Chuck runs wide. Yeah, a little bit wide there. So Wadru gets through, and I think Chan's going to follow him through too. He will do. Coming around this next right-hander. Chuck's going to have the inside line though, but Chan's ahead of him. Yeah, so good driving by Chan. Chan then to fourth. Chuck drops back down to fifth, so Chuck just going backwards a little bit here, just a couple of little mistakes. Tagging the walls. But he's right up the back of Chan, he's not letting him go, is he? And Rodders is back on this queue. He wants some of it too. Paul in the background in seventh still, trying to get onto the back of these. Just can't quite get there yet, so Rodders then trying to chase down Chuck. Back up with Chan, with Unforgiven and Wadru though. Unforgiven heading this queue of cars. Looking in his rear view mirror and seeing a whole lot of BMWs behind him. Wadru right up behind him now. Wadru, surely, yeah, he's got a tighter line through there, did Wadru. If he can get the drive, he's going to be on the outside, sorry, the inside of Unforgiven. Coming to his right-hander. Unforgiven, still there though. Yeah, just cuts off that inside line. Good driving. Chan up the inside of Wadru. Has Chan got there? Yes, he does. And he's going to get Unforgiven too, is he? Well, he had a look, and why not? Oh, not quite, but he did get past Wadru. So Chan then, up to third. Good driving from Chan. So Wadru, trying to get his way through. Battling all he can. But Chan's not letting him have it, and Chan now having a look at Unforgiven. He's on the outside though, but can he do the crisscross? No, he's gone in the outside. Don't want to be too far out there. Oh, good driving between them two. Chan then does get to second. So Chan on the outside of Unforgiven. There's 3 going into this turn 1. Chan gets there though. Goes off, cuts off to the inside line. Wadru sticks with him. Wadru gets past Unforgiven too. So Wadru up to third, or still in third I should say, but now he's chasing down Chan. But Wadru's got the drive on the inside. Can Wadru get him? He has got him, but he's going to be on the outside now. Oh, and Unforgiven's having a look as well. And still this battle rages. There's 4 cars in the mix here. Chuck's there as well. Chuck's still not out of it. Unbelievable racing. Rodders has got through too. So Rodders, where did he come from? Well, we knew he was at the back of the pack there, but he's got himself through. Got himself past Chuck. And gets himself into 4th. Chuck sticking with him now, so Chan in second, Wadru right behind him in third. Rodders 4th, right behind him in 5th is Chuck. Paul's actually got himself onto the back of this group now, so Unforgiven drops back down to 6th. Paul there, he has got onto the back of them, so he carried on going, pushing ahead. Gets himself on the back, is what he wanted to do. Now he can battle with them, see if he can make his way through this load of cars. Round the right hand up, now through these fast sections. Just ahead of them, this little battle goes on. Rodders still in 4th, Chuck battling with Unforgiven. Unforgiven there, still. Just can't quite get past Chuck. Rodders runs right. Rodders with a small penalty too. That must have been for cutting the corner. He gets rid of it there, so drops back down to 7th. That allows Paul to get through too. So Paul gets past Unforgiven as well. So Paul up to 5th now. So Paul is up to 5th, chasing down Chuck, sorry, in 4th. And he gets there. It's on the inside, but it's Unforgiven not got there. See, Unforgiven's got him back. Oh, what was that? Little tag, but, well, wasn't that bad actually in the end. Just a little door-to-door between Paul and Chuck. So now Rodders is on the back of Chuck and Paul on the back of Unforgiven. And I'm losing my voice here. Oh, Unforgiven, out on the grass. So he's going to lose a bit of momentum. Paul's going to have a little bit of this. Going to try and go around the inside. It's going to be on the inside now, on the outside, for the inside there. Now, can he do the crisscross, Paul? No, but Chuck's going to have a look up the inside. And he does get there, I think, does he? Well, he did get there, he does, yeah. Chuck has got past Paul then. So Paul back down to 6th again. Rodders right up behind Paul. Oh, a little tag from Rodders, I think, on the back of Paul. But gives him a place. Chuck goes wide. And I think that was the consequence, I think, of Rodders just tapping in the back of Paul. Paul couldn't stop. Kind of tagged Chuck, and basically, this is where we are with it. And now these little two are going off. 6th and 7th place. So good little battle. Meanwhile, up front, Thomas, I'm not going to go to him, but meanwhile, he's clearing off with those softs on. He's on his own, obviously. Chuck then, up the inside. Rodders still trying to get past him. These two stuck together like glue. Sparks flying in front of them. Chuck though, looks like he's just got away from Rodders a bit. Jerry trying to chase these two down as well. Jerry with a big hit on the wall there, so Jerry. Oh, Molson is not far off as well, so Molson trying to chase down Jerry. Jerry lost some momentum there from hitting the wall. There's battle in front, and Rodders, cuts a lot of the corner there. He could get a penalty for that. It does gut the inside of Chuck, but he may well get a penalty. And there we are, a little 1 second penalty. That was, as I said, in race 1. You can cut it about half a car, but you can't get all your 4 wheels off. So it gets rid of the penalty straight away. Does Rodders, loses that spot to Chuck again. Or at least he gets rid of about half of it anyway. Trying to get rid of it a little bit more, but he can't allow Jerry too close behind him from doing it, but at some point he's going to have to get rid of it. So Jerry's going to have, obviously you've seen that. Oh, and he does pull over. Oh no, it's Unforgiven. What's happened there? Unforgiven must have had a big mistake from Unforgiven. So he's made a mistake going into the bridge section. Drops all the way down to 9th, so second to back now. Ginger in 10th, so Unforgiven with a big mistake, and again across the grass, and something's wrong now. Now these medium tyres are obviously, well, they can change them now because we are past the 10 minutes. To have a look at the clock now, so I think he'd be in because he's struggling at the moment. So let's just have a look, because let's go to Wadru in second, because he is obviously, Thomas is up front, but Wadru's going to be the first of the medium tyre drivers. Let's see if he does go in at this point, or whether he's going to have another lap. I mean, at the moment, he's looking pretty comfortable, so if it was me, I'd probably stay out again for another lap at least. He's not under any sort of pressure, so he's not, doesn't need to really worry, but he's going to dive in. So Wadru is in, so he's had 30 minutes of his tyres, so that's enough for him. Chand also in, so Paul is going to get to second place now, courtesy of those. I think that was Rodders that's dived in too. He has, so Wadru, Chand, Rodders, that's 3 of them. They've all gone in, so Paul now is a long way behind Thomas, obviously, but gets himself up to second. Chuck in third, and he's being chased down by Jerry now. So these two, 3rd and 4th place, with Molson up to 5th. Unforgiven 6th, Ginger to 7th. Wadru comes out in 8th, so Wadru's gone in, done his change, come out on super softs, I think, and he's filtered in 8th place. But of course, all the 7 cars ahead of him haven't been in yet, so at the moment, depending on how these go, he's our effective leader on track. Once all the pit stops have been made. So Jerry then still trying to chase down Chuck, but it's pretty comfortable there still. Molson 5th then. There's Molson in that really colourful car. Molson trying his best to try and stick and get as close as he can to the back of Jerry. Then Unforgiven in 6th. I'm surprised he didn't go in, I think, judging by the little errors he made last lap. So maybe there were just errors near the tyres are actually okay, but I can only imagine it'll be in soon. So let's have a look anyway. Let's go back to Paul and just see if he's going to be coming in this lap to change his tyres. Thomas has gone for another lap on his softs. So is Paul going to come in now? He is. So Paul's in. So he's had 15 minutes of his mediums, so he's decided to come in. Chuck's also in, Jerry's also in, Molson's also in, so a lot of them are in Unforgiven too. So there's 5 cars all coming in. So then it's Wadru. Let's go and see Wadru then and see where he comes as he comes around his final bend. So he's going to take up 2nd place. So he does get 2nd, Ginger 3rd. He hasn't gone in yet though, is Ginger. Chan's gone in. So Chan in 4th, but effectively 2nd, depending on what Thomas does when he comes in. But Wadru then is 2nd on track. But at the moment, depending, as I say, if he can get some quick laps in and do the undercut on Thomas, then he's going to be our leader. Thomas, meanwhile, it's a long way down the track, so I'm going to go to Thomas shortly when he gets near the end of the lap, just to see. There's Paul. Chuck in 6th, just got away now from Rodders and Jerry behind him. And actually, Molson looks like he wants a bit of Jerry too, because he got right up close to Jerry, or at least he's getting close to Jerry. Jerry trying to get on the back of Rodders. So let's go back to the leader then as he heads round the last bend and just see if he's going to come in yet, or is he going to stay out again. He is in, so now this is it then. Thomas is going to come off those softs. He's got to run the mediums now for this last 10 minutes or so. So this is going to be where we will see where he comes out. I'm going to stick with Thomas actually in the pits, because Wadru is some way back. So he's had his tyres changed. Fuel's going in. Does he come out in front of Wadru? Wadru now just heading round the last bend. So it's going to be very close. Wadru is coming across the line now. He does come out in front of him. He's just there. There he is, Thomas. So good pit there from Thomas. Good stop. So Wadru then in 2nd place. But of course Wadru on those nice warm, super soft tyres. Thomas on those cold, very cold, mediums. So he's going to take him at least half a lap, Thomas that is, to get those up to temp. But even then, they're not going to be as good as the super softs. So Wadru, you could be looking at Wadru taking a lead here from Thomas. Of course, Thomas will keep pressing on. He's out front as it stands. Got no reason to slow down. So got to be a little bit easy on those tyres, and you can see it just squiggling and squirming about a bit there. The back of the car. Wadru second. Chan, good race from Chan actually, in third. Been consistent here in these first two races in this round one. So up the sharp end of the points is Chan. Paul in fourth. Again. Up the top end of the points here tonight. But pretty comfortable on his own there. He's not really under any pressure from anybody in front or behind. Chuck in fifth, and then this little battle still going on between Rodders and Jerry. These two battled all the way through in race one and race two here, and they're really trying to chase down Chuck. And I tell you what, Chuck just hits that wall, and I think Rodders just tapped it too. So it could be three cars having a battle in a minute, and they do, because Chuck's in it now. Here we go, fellas. Let's sort this lot out, and Rodders goes out onto the grass, and he loses a couple of spots there, goes back to seventh. It's unlucky from Rodders, just took a little bit too much coming off the exit of that turn one, got himself on the grass, did well to control it, but and then up top Chuck also on the grass, and that's going to allow Jerry to get through. He has, or he will, and he has. Can he keep it there? Yeah, good move from Jerry. Yeah, covers the inside as well. Can he keep it through this section? Yeah, nice. Oh, Chuck just hits the wall a little bit. Chuck is going to allow Rodders the opportunity to get him down here at the end of the straight. Rodders going to pull out and have a look. Is he far enough up? Don't think he is. No, that's going to be a dive if you go up there. Molson, on the other end, is being attacked by Unforgiven, and Unforgiven gets through, or does he? Squiggle from Unforgiven. No, he doesn't, but these two are having a little battle of their own now. Battles all over the shop at the moment. A bit like race one, really. You get into the last 10 minutes or so, and obviously the fuel's getting lower. Tyres have warmed up to their peak. And it's just flat out, boys, just flat out. Unforgiven having a look. It's going to surely get him now. Oh, that was a good drive from Molson. Molson's still there. He's going to have the inside here, so Molson's still there. Yes, he's still in eighth. Unforgiven with a good drive through there. Goes around the outside, Unforgiven. Great move, Unforgiven. Nobody's going to go out wide, is he? Well, actually, he did well to keep it there, but he has... Oh, he still remains in ninth. Still not past Molson. Down here. Last turn, yes, 8th place it is from Unforgiven. Yeah, well done, so Unforgiven through. Chuck, meanwhile, again, I see some sparks ahead of him. And again, I think it was Chuck, just hitting that wall. Rodders ahead of him in 6th. Jerry has got through to 5th now. So after that battle with Rodders, he's got through again like in race 1, and looks like Rodders have just got away now. Paul 4th, trying all he can, and Wadru has taken the lead on Thomas, as you can see from the graphic, the tower down the left. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's out there then, and there it is. So now, Wadru, could this be victory 2 for Wadru here tonight on round 1? I think it probably will be, because he's looking pretty good, and with Thomas on the mediums, as I said, he's not going to be much match to Wadru on the super softs. He'll stick with him, but whether he's going to have the pace and the grip in those tyres is another thing. But he won't give up, we all know that by now. Thomas, good racer. Chan then, 3rd. Comfortable in 3rd actually, Chan at the moment. There's going to be some fuel saving happening from these guys, because you can't go flat out all the way in this race, even with the stop. So we'll see And maybe there's going to be some changes by the end, not too sure. Paul in fourth, trying his best to chase down Chand. He's getting a bit closer to him, but we're running out of time. 6 minutes left of this race. 2. Cut some bit of a corner there. Does Paul will get away with it? You can cut that corner on the last bend without getting a penalty. Cherry, yeah, easily got away now from Rodders in 6th. And then this battle here between Unforgiven, Chuck, Molson. Unforgiven leading them at the moment. Chuck with a good drive though through. He's going to be on the inside for turn 1. He's going to get Unforgiven. He does. Well, he gets him before the turn actually. So well done, Chuck. Gets himself into 7th. Unforgiven 8th. Now Molson having a look. He's right on the back of these two. Unforgiven has come back at Chuck. So Unforgiven's back to 7th. Chuck, so from 7th to 9th. Molson having a look up the Unforgiven. Up the inside. Gets there. So now Unforgiven back down to 8th. I need an headache pill. I'm seriously getting an headache. Don't know where to look. Unforgiven then, 7th. Oh, gets there. Cool, clean through there, boys. That's tricky through there. You've got to be really, really careful. But Unforgiven comes out. In front, Molson 8th. Chuck in 9th. Ginger at the back in 10th. So not one of his best races here tonight, Ginger. I think he just has had a few scrapes, a few mistakes, and he's just pulled him back there, but he's going to get 10th place points if he stays like that, where it is at the moment, obviously. So Chuck then, now he's made a mistake, obviously, as well, while we were looking at Ginger, because he was right behind these two, and now he's well off these two. Molson still trying his best to chase down Unforgiven. Good through there, flat through there. Now Molson, good drive. He's going to pull out to the inside. Can he get Unforgiven here? No, not quite, but he's right up him. He's right up him. Unforgiven won't be phased. Boys like a good challenge and a good battle. That's what they're giving us at the moment. On both, well actually I was going to say Unforgiven taps the wall, but Molson probably taps it even harder behind him, so they both scrape the walls there. Rodders, meanwhile, ahead of there in 6th. Yeah, he's on a lonely race now, is Rodders. Just ahead of him, up the road, is Jerry, again, a little bit lonely. Then Paul in 4th. Again, kind of on his own, but he's beginning to get close to Chand. Chand can actually see, sorry, Paul can actually see Chand now. So he's definitely closer. So they head across the bridge section. Chand in 3rd. There's Paul, so he has definitely closed up to Paul. So coming into the last few minutes, let's just have a look. So maybe Chand is fuel saving. Maybe he didn't put enough fuel in, because all of a sudden it looks like he's losing a lot of pace to Paul. Paul's clearly flat out here, and he's not fuel saving. Not at this point of the race now. He's flat to the end. He's definitely called him. So let's have a look. I'm going to stick with this because I just want to see if Paul does get past and make it past Chand to get 3rd place in the end. It's the last couple of minutes. So I head across the line to complete lap 13. Well, Chand is not still there in 3rd, and actually Chand is catching Thomas. He's just up the road there. So Wadru Looks like he's got this wrapped up. Rodders is in the pits, so I think Rodders made a mistake to see him go in, to see him flash in and come out. So Rodders has obviously made a fueling error. He's had to pop in and come back out. A little bit of a splash and dash. So Thomas then second, Chan third. And Paul is right on him there. So Paul has caught right up with Chan. So Chan clearly is either fuel saving or he's got an issue with the car, because all of a sudden Paul is right on him. And I think it's just a matter of time before Paul gets him. Or they both hit the wall, and actually Paul followed Chan, Chan hit it, and Paul followed Chan's line, and he scraped the wall too. So now, good tight line from Paul. Chan is right up him now. It's easy going to get him. Chan actually, he could just let him go. Well, he hasn't let him go, no, but Paul's up the inside of him. He gets through Paul, so Paul up to third. So Chan, whatever the issue, he's dropped down to fourth now. Paul to third. Sticking with him now is Chan. And this is out, going into the final lap, so let's have a look. This is the final lap, so let's watch Wadru come round to complete race 2 victory. 2 victories tonight, well done Wadru. So first place for Wadru. Thomas second, not quite enough on them mediums, but good race still from Thomas. Third for Paul, closely followed by Chan in fourth, just not quite enough in the end from Chan. I think it was a bit of fuel saving in the end. Jerry comes over in fifth. Well played, Jerry. Unforgiven in sixth. Molson, good seventh in the end for Molson. And then we've got Chuck in eighth. So actually, Chuck, not a complete disaster after all in race 2. With Rodders in ninth. And then at the back, Ginger coming through the last sections now in 10th. So there's your race 2, guys. There's your round 1 completed. Catch me again soon for round 2. And yeah, it should be, and hopefully as exciting as this round. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you then.